This is video number 25. We're going to be converting between fractions and decimals. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead, take out your sheet, video 25 sheet. If you don't have the sheet, you can click on the link down below the video, and it'll take you to a Google Doc that contains the sheet, and you can print it out from there. Let's go ahead. We're going to start converting first from a fraction to a decimal. Now, when we have a denominator such as 5, that is a multiple of 10 or 100 or 1,000, okay? If we can get our denominator to 10, 100, or even 1,000, okay, we can simplify this process of converting to a decimal without using division. So let me show you. I can take 5 into 10 by multiplying my denominator by 2. So if I take 5 times 2, I get 10. Now do the same thing in the numerator. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. So now I have negative 4/10, and I can easily write that as a decimal. It would be 0.4, and then put my sign on it, so negative 0.4. Okay. Now this only works if we can take our denominator, and it's a multiple of 10, 100, or even 1,000. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at number 2. Number 2, 6. 6 doesn't have 10 or 100 or any of those numbers as multiples. Okay, so what we have to do is now we have to use our division. We're going to take our denominator, 6, going into 5. Now we drop the sign for right now, and then we're going to put it back on because we know the whole thing is going to be negative. Well, 6 can't go into 5, so I'll put a decimal and 0 here. 6 goes into 50 8 times. Subtract 48. I have 2. Bring down a 0. 6 goes into 20. Continue this 3 times. Subtract 18. And I get 2. Bring down a 0. And 6 goes into 20. Okay, I'm doing the same thing. So what I can do is put a bar above the 3, because this 3 is going to keep on continuing. So my answer then is negative 0.83. I can put the 0 there and the 1s if I want to. Okay, so I will take either answer. You can include the 0, or you can not write the 0. Let's look at number 3. Convert to a fraction. Okay, and what we have is negative 7/10. So we're going to write it just the way it sounds. The 7 is in the tenths place value. So we put a 10 at the bottom to represent that place value, and then put the 7 above it. So it's going to be negative 7/10. We check to see if it can be simplified. Well, 7 is a prime number, and it's not a factor of 10. So that is my final answer because it can't be simplified. Okay. Let's look at number 4 here. Number 4 is a little more involved. Okay. We're going to do the same step. This 5 is in the hundreds place. That tells me that that has to be my denominator. Just like back here, the 7 was in the tenths place. That's why the 7, or excuse me, that's why the 7 is in the tenths place. That's why the 10 is a denominator to this fraction. So here, 5 is in the hundreds place. It's our denominator. Okay? And then we put 55 in the numerator. Okay? We'll put the sign on at the end. Okay? Now, we try to simplify our fraction. 55 and 100 both share 5 as a common factor. So if I divide by 5, the 55 divided by 5 gives me 11. 100 divided by 5 is 20. Now 11 and 20 don't share any common factors because 11 is prime, not a factor of 20. Okay? So we put a negative sign on, and our answer is negative 11 20. Okay? Now what I'd like you to do is go ahead and pause the video, complete the practice problems at the bottom, unpause the video, and then check your work. Write down any questions that you might have during this process. Okay? Here are the answers, 7 through 12. Go ahead and check your work with these. My answers. Make sure you got them correct. Okay? Thank you for doing your homework tonight. Bring any of your questions tomorrow to class and I'll answer them. Bye.